And according to reports, former President Jacob Zuma has been involved in a car accident. For more details, we're joined by MK Party Spokesperson Nhlamulo Ndlela. Nhlamulo, good morning to you and thank you for your time. Just quickly confirm whether this in fact happened and what the circumstances surrounding it were.
Yes, indeed, there was an accident.
All right, can you share some details? Where was it happening? Where was the former president traveling from and to?
Well, in light of the fact that we're talking about a president, I mean, naturally you would not be able to disclose too much details. But yes, there was a car that targeted his car directly in the midst of a motorcade, which is very questionable and concerning.
As you say, as a former president, the former president does have a protective detail, and it beggars the question as to how his security was breached.
Well, you need to ask Cele that said that he said that Zuma must be buried. He said, Cele said he must bury Zuma. He is responsible for the president's motorcade and security detail. Let's not forget that uMkhonto himself said that president will be gone before May 29.
You take what Mr. uMkhonto said literally?
It's a fact. He said it himself. I mean, why don't you take literally about what he said, unless you want to tell me something else?
No, I'm not getting involved in political matters. I'm just saying sometimes when people speak, it could be figurative or literal. I'm trying to understand what your takeaway was. You're saying you understand that to be literal. Let's go back to the statements then around Cele, because you're holding him directly responsible, it would seem, for the security breach of the president. Just share with us some more details as to why you believe that is the case.
Well, first and foremost, if you look at the president's fleet, the president has had that fleet for the past 8-10 years. It cannot be. Why has Cele not upgraded his fleet? We're talking just cars. How is that possible? Cele should be ashamed. Totally ashamed.
And Nhlamulo, were representations made to the police ministry's office for a beefing up of security around the former president?
Of doing what, sorry?
Of beefing up security and improving and upgrading security around the former president.
Yes, it has been. And he knows it. But it doesn't impact. Because under Cele Ramaphosa's government, he's serving Cele Ramaphosa's interests.
I mean, that's quite a serious accusation to make, including as well a sitting head of state. Do you have any other details to back it up other than...
If Cele Ramaphosa can want to withdraw the payment and as it relates to President Zuma's legal costs, they withdrew that. And they want President Zuma to pay his own costs. If they can do that, why can't they do the same thing on any other element as it pertains to his status?
All right, let's move on to the accident itself, Nhlamulo. Again, quite a serious incident, as you say, that the former president's official motorcade protection that he is afforded as a former head of state was breached by a random vehicle. You're saying that's as a result of the omissions by the police ministry and others. Can you give us some more details about whether, traffic police were at the scene, whether this was recorded, whether a case in record will be made on this?
Let me ask you a simple question. You use the word random vehicle. How do you come to the conclusion that it's a random vehicle?
So and again, this is why we're having the interview, so that you can share with us some of the details that you know. But you said... Vehicle. Well, you said a car targeted his vehicle directly. Those were your words.
But I never said it was random.
Well, again, and Nhlamulo, I'm not sure whether you want to have an honest discussion with us where we are trying to clarify. Hang on, let me finish what I'm saying. I'm trying to clarify these details with you. So if it's not a random vehicle, and that's why I asked you for the details, what were the sequence of events? Please feel free. You have the platform to share with us what happened.
Yes, I have the platform, but don't say random vehicle and mislead the public. You can't say it was a random vehicle. How do you know it was a random vehicle?
I am asking you, okay, tell me what kind of... That's why I'm asking you what the circumstances were.
Yes. So
don't try to make something out of nothing, Nhlamulo.
No, this is important. Remember, we're talking about the state president here. You can't say random vehicle. How do you know it's a random vehicle?
Okay,
so... Intelligence.
All right, so pardon my choice of words then. Pardon my choice of words, Nhlamulo.
You must be very selective with your choice of words because we're talking about a very sensitive and a serious situation here. You can't say random vehicle.
Okay, are we able to move past this now and share with the viewing public, from your perspective, what happened? What was the nature of the vehicle then that struck the former president's motorcade?
Yes, the president's vehicle, there was a car that actually got into an accident with his car, and for now we can only just say that until we gather exactly what the details are of what transpired.
But what you told me specifically at the beginning of the interview, Nhlamulo, was that a car targeted the former president's car directly.
The car, yes.
So it would seem that there was some kind of intent, some kind of motive, that the former president, in fact, was a target.
Yeah, but you refer to it as a random vehicle.
Okay, we're back there. All right, let's move on then to, again, as you say, any news then on the well-being of the former president? This sounds like it was something quite serious. As you say, you're in the process of gathering and piecing together some of those details. Any word as to his condition?
He's good.
Sorry, say again?
President Zuma is good, healthy, and strong.
Has he been taken to hospital?
President Zuma is at home, healthy, and strong.
Is he receiving medical attention, Nhlamulo?
What medical attention? No, there's no need for medical attention. He's good, strong, and at home. All
right. So what steps then, given what would be, on what you described with us, a really a serious incident, what steps are yourselves or the party going to take? Again, any details on whether a case will be made at a local police station?
We're not a party of knee-jerk reactions. We'll observe and assess the situation and make a decision after having all the details of what transpired.
But my understanding of the law is that on two fronts. A, it's a former head of state, so there are some obligations in terms of recording this incident, and also just in terms of traffic law and those regulations. When an accident happens, by law you are compelled to notify the authorities.
The law is Cele. Cele said he wants to bury Zuma, and he's responsible for his PPU, Presidential Protection Unit.
All right, and that's fine. And those are issues.
Hold on. Now there's an accident. Cele must account. He can't keep this country safe from crime, let alone the fact that his own PPU, which is supposed to protect President Zuma, is not protecting President Zuma. What exactly is going on here? And then you've got Mtolo saying that President Zuma will be gone before the 29th of May. What exactly is going on here?
All right, so these are concerns. Definitely, it sounds like the party is having at this moment. But still, those are political and other operational issues.
No, they're not political. They're reality. It's a reality. You said that. They said that on your show.
Right, but what I'm trying to get at next is, yes, those are issues that you need to resolve, and those are questions you'll raise.
No,
but in terms of raising,
we can't resolve them. No, Iman, please. We're talking about a serious issue here.
You're not allowing me to finish the question, which is why you're assuming.
Because we're talking about a state president here. We're talking about let's take this matter for what it is. This is a very sensitive issue here. Please, it cannot be that we're going to pussyfoot around the facts and the sensitivity about our president's security.
All right, and Nhlamulo, if I may,
we're always labeled as a violent party, but yet these kind of things happen.
All right.
Even with our own president.
If I may, can I go to the issue of the separation of the two things? There's a great deal of gravity in what you are saying in terms of the stature of the person involved in the accident, in terms of, what questions are raised for you. But I'm saying on the other side of recording this as an accident with the local traffic police or the local authorities, has that step been taken, and when will it be taken if it hasn't already been?
Like I said, Cele is responsible for the security.
Okay. We will leave it there, and thank you again for your time this morning. The MK Party spokesperson Nhlamulo Ndlela just sharing with us the latest on reports of an accident involving the former President Jacob Zuma. We are reaching out to the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. We'll be speaking to them as well.